Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria. I'm a bookworm, bookseller, girl who's like books her entire life, and in this video we're kind of picking up right where we left off my last video of finishing the last 3 volumes that are currently out in the Emma M. Lion series. One day I will have filmed an intro at the beginning of a vlog and not at the end of it, but today's not one of those days. So sitting here right now, I have actually finished these books and I'm not well, but we won't talk too much about that. I spent this entire vlog, I think it spans about 2 weeks, reading these last remaining volumes and having the time of my life, but also the cries of my life, because I am finishing a series that has meant so much to me for so many months. We also have some fun events, which I don't usually go to, but we went to an event with HarperCollins, which was so fun, and I visited my best friend in Sacramento, and we went to a couple little things with him. So it's not just me flipping through pages, even though I love when people are just flipping through pages. But yeah, if any of that sounds up your alley, I hope you stick around and hang out with me while I read Emma. We also picked out a new puzzle for Emma M. Lion, so we can puzzle while we listen to the audiobook. Overall, it was just such a sacred reading experience and so much fun, and I'm so glad to share it with you guys today. Yeah, that's all for me right now. I hope you all enjoy the vlog. gonna take a walk in the rain and think about Emma. It is raining so hard. Hopefully this candle helps like a tiny bit with the lighting, but I wanted to update you so quickly because I'm about to read the last chapter in what is currently the penultimate Emma M. Lyon book, and there's been like one main question in this entire volume so far, and it's about to be answered. Also, like, my best friend just called me and I spent 30 minutes on the phone with him at like this like crazy cliffhanger moment, so that just goes to show how much I love him. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into sentimentalities right now because it's just not, it's not worth it, and I can't spare another second. I can't even think anything. I just need to read the last few pages. Attempts were made. I can't say that it worked, but I did try. I'm wearing this August sweatshirt from Etsy. I got it a number of years ago for Christmas, and it has stars on the elbows, kind of like the folklore cardigan, and this gray skirt, which does have pockets, so it is a walking skirt according to Emma. Yes, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Initially, my plans for the day were just to read Emma M. Lyon because I don't know if we've spoken about this before, but I recommended it to one of my coworkers. We are sitting down so I can pet Pollution so he doesn't freak out that I'm not petting him. So I'm sorry about the awkward position. But like I said, I recommended it to one of my coworkers, and I'd like to thank one of my friends. And she's such a fast reader, so she completely binged it, and she's already done with volume 8, and I just finished volume 7. So she's like, Maria, I need you to binge the series so we can talk about it. And if it was any other book, I'd be like, okay, no problem. But there's just something about Beth Brower's writing that demands to be savored, and these characters are so important to me. And I know there's a limited amount of volumes out. I'm literally on the last one, and I was very much in my feels earlier today, just thinking about how I have only one more left. That like reading it too fast feels like sacrilege. So we'll see about that. I definitely want to get a big chunk of it read today, but there's been a couple tasks that I've been kind of putting off that just like are kind of stressing me out, just like home related. Like I need to do the dishes and the laundry, and I need to clean out my fridge a little bit more, and maybe do some like vacuuming, which firstly I think Emma would approve of. I think she would approve of chores because she does quite a bit of it in the books. So I want to maybe do some of that today, and like I mentioned in my previous vlog, I am working on a novel. Writing is what I want to do with my life. Books are my entire life and personality, and writing is like the most important thing, but equally because it's the most important thing, I put so much pressure on it. And I was doing really well and on a routine with writing, and then I got so sick. So I want to maybe do some of that today and work on my beta reading because I've been neglecting that. There's just so much. And this sounds so silly, but I'm not on Instagram a lot because it's just, if I have Instagram on my phone, I will be on Instagram all day and I won't even realize it. It's so scary to me that I can just like spend hours on something and not feel it until I'm like, I'm really upset right now and I'm really anxious and I don't know what's causing it, and it's Instagram. But equally, the internet's so fun and I love talking about books so much, and I want to share my love of it. And I've also had like some really fun events that I've been to. Like I went to an event with HarperCollins. That's so crazy for me to say, and I want to share that with the world. Also, I feel like HarperCollins is expecting it, and I don't want to anger anyone. Harper, love you. Like such a big perfectionist when it comes to posting as well. So, and I keep seeing all the book girls, and they're doing so like such fun things with their posts. So I want to maybe like spend some time on like Canva or something, and like work on a couple posts that I feel proud of, which seems so silly, but yeah, I wanna post on Bookstagram today, fangirl on Bookstagram, if you will, and post about Agnes O'Bear, because I got that book yesterday and I'm so excited. It was my first book holiday of the year. I love thinking of like new release Tuesdays as like book holidays, because they kind of are, and this was like my first anticipated release day of the year, and I'm so excited about it. Yeah, so just want to post a little bit on BookTube, and I want to upload last week's vlog. I mean, not last week for me, last week for you. Okay, that is kind of like the tentative to-do list for today. I know it sounds like so much. And then first we will take Pollution on a walk, because he is very angry with me. But yeah, so just like quite a bit of things I want to get done today. And hopefully at the end of the day I'll feel like more centered and more myself, and not anxious. Not that I'm feeling all that anxious, but like I'm just trying to evaporate anxiety from my life. That is the goal for today, my day off. Okay, let's get that done. I'm feeling a little restless. I realized that I hadn't gone to like just like sit and read at a coffee shop. Okay, that's a lie. Immediately, that's a lie. I think I did that earlier this vlog, but I haven't gone alone to my favorite coffee shop and just like read of my own accord in a while. And it's currently 2:30, and I don't have to be at work until 5. Even like factoring in traffic, I should have, like, if I get there at 3, about like a little over an hour to like read and maybe even like journal a little bit. I just think that sounds really nice, and it's a really nice day outside, which usually I hate, but I'm not gonna be a hater today. I just want to take to the coffee shop and maybe bring Emma with me. Definitely bring Emma with me, and maybe do some journaling. That just seems right to me. So without further ado, let's go do that. and do some reading, specifically out of Emma. So I got dressed in what I feel like is a pretty Emma outfit. It's also kind of giving Tessa Gray to me. What can I say? My soul characters would be friends. I don't make the rules. I said I'd give you an update once I reach the halfway mark, and I am just a little bit shy, but I do want to leave for the park, so I wanted to do that. Now, Emma has taken some side quests and some trips in this book, and I'm just so excited for her because number one, they're places I've been, and I feel the exact same way about them that she does. She said that she is like forever changed from like having been to these places, and we get that. It's just so hard to be local again after having traveled and seen the world, and it's definitely an adjustment, and I so relate to Emma and the things that she said. Truly, I feel like I never thought that another person felt this way to this extent, and she absolutely does. And she's also kind of delving more into like academia and the academic world, almost as like a, I don't know, an outsider, but it's just like so fun to see her exist in these spaces that she's romanticized for so long, and that I've romanticized for so long, because I mean, obviously I love dark academia and like academic institutions, and they're problematic, but it's just like, it's fun to see them in from such a whimsical character. The banter in this book is so incredible. I feel like I can picture every bit of dialogue as if it's happening to me, which is just such an incredible, I don't know how Beth Brower does it. The romance is perfect. There are so many scenes that I have had to stop the book and just like giggle and kick my feet at. It's just so perfect. Yeah, I love them. Also, I love how boyish he is around her, and he's just like not boyish at all. And I'm being very vague, obviously. But yeah, I also think we're getting a little bit more clarity around what will end up being the romantic interests of Emma and Lion. Because when you start the book, you're like, it could literally be anyone, I don't know. And then I think we've kind of narrowed it down, and I'm happy with the choices. But we're definitely focusing on one person right now. Yeah, she had this scene where she was like going to this pub called the Cleopatra, and the bartender was like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care if you ran off with a random guy, but I know a couple people who would. And he's so clearly talking about these two people, and it's just, I love them all. Is this making any sense? I don't know. The last scene I read was with Hawks, and he prescribed her Coleridge. He said, Coleridge, Miss Lyon, is what I think you need. Which I think I have a copy of Coleridge's poems somewhere here, so I think I'm gonna take that to the park with me. And do as Hawks prescribed. Those are my plans. I'm obviously gonna take Felician with me, and hopefully there aren't too many people because he gets a little anxious. He's so my son. Okay, that is all for the updates. Hopefully this clip was salvageable. I don't know, I feel like I babbled a lot. Coffee and Emma and Lion. The perfect day. looks familiar because you just saw it at the beginning of this video, but I'm here to close out the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Since I finished this vlog and I finished reading the series, we actually have gotten, I think we want to be joined by a friend here. Gotta say hi. This is Pollution. He wants to say hi to the vlog. He also wants to apologize that this video is so late. I'm so sorry. Since I ended up finishing this series, we actually have got an announcement from Beth Brower that Emma and Lion is going to be traditionally published in the UK. So congrats to any UK readers of Emma and Lion. I'm so excited for you. I'm equally so happy because that means it will probably get traditionally published here and I can like see it in bookshops and like talk about it and recommend it to customers. But also I'm like a little nervous because obviously a lot of books like end up getting traditionally published after being indie get changed a lot. It's truly just like the perfect series, and I don't want anyone to change that. Okay, but obviously very exciting news. We also have gotten yet another confirmation that Emma and Lion Volume 9 is coming out soon. And it's not soon enough. But yeah, obviously this is an Infinity Star, soul-altering, soul-crushing series. And as of right now, I haven't yet found another 5-star, so I just kind of think about Emma and Lion and cry. I also have started rereading them. Don't talk to me, I know I'm down bad, don't. I'm aware. I'm letting myself listen to one entry of like over audiobook every day. That way it's kind of like an advent calendar. The lighting just keeps drastically shifting. I'm so sorry if you can see that. And I didn't originally listen to the audiobook too much just because like I love the narrator, but like some of the other characters, I'm like, that's not exactly how I picture talk, so I like to listen to the voice in my head because they're just so pronounced. Anyway, I love this series so much. If you liked this video, I know it was a bit of a mismatch. I'm so sorry. I got sick for so much of February, so I have some fun content coming out. I have my Agnes Aubert reading vlog, which is Heather Fawcett's new book, and I actually did get tickets to meet Heather Fawcett, so you'll see that in another video. And then I'm filming currently my most anticipated release like ever of the year, so that's a very exciting video. So we have content coming out and they will be quicker than the wait between this one and the last vlog, and I'm so sorry again, but if you stuck around, thank you so much. I love you. I hope you're having incredible reading luck currently. I hope you're reading a 5-star, and that's all from me today. Thanks so much for watching, friends.